So today we're going to look at strengthening around the shoulder girdle, so that it would include around the shoulder blade and the shoulders. With doing a lot more home workouts, for myself, I've been doing a lot more yoga, and yoga involves a lot more weight bearing through my shoulders. I've noticed on some of the groups there have been some complaints about, oh, my wrists are sore or something like that. There are ways to unload the wrist, and that would be like folding your mat up or maybe working on a fist or something like that. But other ways to do it are to look at being just generally stronger around the shoulder blade and shoulder girdle area. So that's what we're going to look at in the next set of exercises. So the next one we're going to look at is a wall push-up into a push-up plus. All right, it's actually a nice exercise to start, and it's easier to start here than in 4-point kneeling. So if you're struggling at all, start here, get a sense of what we're going for, and then progress it into the 4-point kneeling exercises. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I could probably do with a little bit of a wider wall, but home doesn't have that. So I'm just going to hold the sides of the wall, okay, and I want to find the middle position, okay, and I want to feel that they're kind of 3 extreme positions, well, 2 extreme positions and 1 in the middle. All right, so I'm going to as I come down into the wall, I'm going to squeeze my shoulder blades together. As I push up, I'm going to get my shoulder blades and feel how they move around my body, and then I'm going to get the push-up plus, all right, and then come back to the middle and find that middle position. So I'm going to come down into the wall, push up through my arms, into the middle and the plus position. All right, so find the middle, come down, and plus position. Now the whole time while I'm doing that, my elbows are slightly soft. Okay, they're not like locked out. They are soft elbows. All right. So especially for those like hypermobile people who've got a lot of mobility, it's often easy to passively lock out into the elbows and bend the wrist. Whereas if you focus on getting a little bit of strength around the shoulder blades, softening into the elbows, and kind of like almost pushing up through that. So for the strengthening, I'm going to use a resistance band, and I'm going to start with looking at a hugger bear series. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the band around my upper back, so it kind of hooks underneath my arms. Alright, and I can just wrap it around my wrists, and then I'm going to straighten my arms, but I want to make sure that my elbows are slightly bent. They're not like locked out straight, so they're slightly bent, and I'm sort of in that position. And then from there, I'm going to kind of push forward and then slowly retract back. And I'm pushing forward and I'm retracting back. Okay, so I'm not doing that, which is often what we find ourselves doing, even unconsciously. So you're kind of keeping the elbows straight, allowing your shoulder blades to wrap around your chest, and then slowly coming back. I'm going to turn away from you so you can see what it looks like. Alright, so from there, come forward, slightly back, forward, and then back. Alright. So that's the first in the series. Alright, the second one, so that's like the middle position. Okay, so that's hugger bear. Alright. Now when I say hugger bear, it's a big bear. So you want to feel that sort of resistance run, and at the end you can give it a little squeeze. Boop, like that. Okay, so just a little thing in there. Then you can hug a big bear. Alright, so big grizzly, and you're gonna reach up and then come back down. And then you're gonna reach up and come back down. Okay? And I can really feel that working. And then you can hug a baby bear, so a little bit lower. Alright. Okay, so we've got hug a baby bear, sort of Goldilocks, middle bear, and then a big bear. Alright, so those complete the hug a bear series. So when we're doing shoulder rehab, or just like thinking about the shoulder in general, we often don't use the shoulder just on its own. It often is combined with the lower leg activity. So think about yourself. If you like reach into a cupboard, you kind of often reach up, you lift with your up onto your toes to do that. If you're picking something up out of the garden, you kind of bend down and combine it with a lunge. So when we're doing like strengthening around the shoulder and the shoulder blade, we often want to combine those functional movements. So I'm going to take the hug a bear series and I'm going to combine it with the lunge. So I'm going to move right back and then do that. So I've got my hands, and then I'm just going to lunge forward and okay, so I can alternate in lunge, and then I can also reach up, so I can, and reaching up. Alright, and I can also do the low one, so the baby bear. Alright, have fun with that. So combining lower leg strengthening with the shoulder exercise to kind of get an overflow effect into the shoulder. One of the exercises I like is sit to stand, and I'm going to add sit to stand with the shoulder press. So again, I've got the band around my under my arms, and I'm gonna like sit down. As I do that, my feet are hip distance apart. I'm going to squat down into the chair and then push up. Okay. If I want to increase that resistance, I just make the band a little bit shorter. Alright, and I can do the same exercise. So I'm going to sit and push up. Alright. So the next one we're going to look at is just some 4-point kneeling and shoulder positions from there. So I'm going to come onto my hands and knees. Hands and knees here. Okay. And when I'm doing this, I want to make sure that my hands are directly underneath my shoulders. And again, I don't want to lock out into the elbow. I want to make sure it's sort of soft, but it's supporting me. And then again, what we often do here is you can dip into the shoulder blades, bring the shoulder blades together, and then push up and round. So what we call a push-up class. So you can drop down and push up class. Find the middle, okay, drop down, come back to the middle, and then a class. Alright, so from that now, you're going to keep your position, and then you can just do what you often do, lift up your right arm, okay, left arm, okay, right leg, and then we can combine left arm, right leg, right arm, left leg. Alright. And the whole time I'm pushing up through my shoulder blades. Okay. Not like dumping into the shoulders. Okay. Gonna add some resistance to that so you can also have fun with that. So as a progression now, I've just tied a little loop into my resistance band. I'm gonna pop it around my shoe here. Okay. And as we said, like combining lower leg with upper body is often a great exercise. So I've now got the band. Then I'm going to come into my 4-point kneeling. And I'm literally going to pull one leg forward, one leg back. So I'm straightening up like that. And then come back. Again, if you want to make it a little harder, grab the band a little lower. and then you could swap sides. So for the next exercise, we're going to add a ball in. So every time you add an unstable surface, you push the exercise a little bit harder. So I'm just going to kind of take it up one more with the ball, because it's just quite fun and something to practice with. So I want to make sure that I'm like right the way off my mat, and I'm going to get the ball underneath me. And I'm going to pull up onto the ball. There. And I'm really going to push my arms to allow me back. And then here, I want to like lift myself up and pull myself forward. Control, and don't allow your back to sink. So keep it up, alright? If you want, you can add a little push up. Push yourself away. Pull back, up onto the knees. Right. So in there, I was running a little bit out of garden space and video space, but and the support of the ball was underneath my thighs. To make that harder, you get the support more underneath your shins. So by moving the ball further back, you make the exercise harder. So have fun with it, it's quite a nice one.